Well, good morning and welcome back to another episode of Suffolk Carp Angler. We are now into mid-November, late autumn, which I believe is the best time of year. We're just down at my local fisheries, foxearth fisheries in Sudbury, Suffolk, just for a day session. Unfortunately, due to work change recently, it's going to be a bit harder to fit some overnighters in. So I'm going to try and get myself out on the bank for a day session a bit more. As you guys know, I don't normally tend to do day sessions, but it's only up the road for me, so you've got to be in it to win it. And by that, absolutely, that's true. So Halloween, 2 weeks ago, come down with a friend from work, last minute, sort of cancellation of overtime at work. He's invited me down. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's give it a go, just for the day session. I was in swim 10 on the opposite side of the lake. I'm in swim 2 today. He was in 8 with just about to pack up. It's just got dark, probably about 5 o'clock. Just got dark. He said we'll have one more brew and then we'll pack up and head off. And would you Adam and Eve it, as the kettle's boiling, my left hand rod, which was just in my close margin, has just bent round, struck into it. Felt like a fish on at first, then I thought I'd lost it, so I was like, no, there's nothing on. Then I realised actually there is something on, but it feels like a bream. So I'm saying to my mate, oh, I'm in, but I think we got a bream, which is unusual because I don't believe there's any bream left in here. Anyway, so I think I'm into a bream, it's coming in really soft, gets right by the bank, no fight at all in it, and then it just, big swirl. I was like, okay, maybe it's not a bream. As soon as that swirl's happened, the rod starts pulling. Not much, to be fair, so the rod's pulling a little bit, nothing major. Again, pulling it back in, about 30 seconds later, hits the surface, and we're like, oh, hello, not a bad carp actually, probably a mid-20. So my mate's netted it, and we're looking at it in a net, and the fish is sort of on its side at that point. As we've looked down at it, we're like, yeah, that's a good mid-20 there, I reckon, not a bad fish, considering there was no fight at all to it. And then we've just wiggled the net to turn the fish onto its sort of front, back, as you'd say, and the width of the fish, we're like, hold on a minute, could we possibly have my first UK 30 on Halloween? So anyway, we quickly got the mat and everything out because we'd left it packed up. Got the mat out, wet the weigh sling, took that off on the scales, got the fish out, and my mate weighs it, not telling me, and he's like, mate, you've got your first 30. Absolutely buzzing, thinking, yes, you know, I've scraped that 30 pounder. Finally, after all these years, I got my first UK 30. Turns out 35 pounds 1 ounce, so absolutely smashed my old PB by about 8 pound. So I was over the moon with that. We quickly obviously got the fish out, got some photos just before it sort of turned to full dark, and yeah, so quick day session, trick or treat, definitely a treat for me. 35 pound 1 ounce UK mirror PB. I'll pop that on the screen now so you can have a look. So there it was, absolute cracking fish. Bit of a story behind it. So the guy that I've come with, his PB was 34.4, I believe it was, mirror, from the same lake, from the same swim 2 years ago. We've double checked his and it's the exact same fish. So you couldn't write it, the exact same fish, same swim with that person who was my first time fishing with. Honestly, absolute story to tell. Anyway, like I said, we're down here again today. It's Remembrance Day today, so fingers crossed we can get a big fish to remember it by. Keep watching and hopefully we'll get some action. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, so the rods have been out a couple of hours now, pretty quiet so far, no bites, no liners, nothing like that. Haven't seen anything show yet until literally just now as I was picking the camera up. One's just rolled, probably about a rod length, not even that, behind my middle rod. So that's boosted my confidence massively, so fingers crossed we might see some action soon, especially on that middle rod. Let's just switch the camera around and show you where we're fishing. So the right hand rod we've got is just over by this island here, by these two trees. It's probably about a rod length off that island because there's a little shelf that goes down about rod length off, so I'm just sitting at the bottom of that shelf. Moving on to the middle rod, just over by this corner point here. So my rod is probably more here, and that fish is rolled just on the behind corner part of it. Like I said, it's very close, so fingers crossed we might see that go soon. And the left hand rod is just dropped into this corner over here, probably about 3 foot off the corner there, just to see if we can get any action in there. So they've spread around quite a bit. It's just coming up to 11 o'clock now, so I'm just going to get the kettle on, have a brew, and then obviously have a couple of minutes silence for all those that fought for us for this day, you know, made us here for today. Everyone who's given their life and that on Remembrance Day. Absolute beautiful day today, so warm considering it's the middle of November. I'm here in a t-shirt, the sun's beaming down. Couldn't ask for better weather, if I'm honest, this time of year. So yeah, let's see how things go, and I'll catch up in a bit. Okay, well, welcome back. It's just gone 12 o'clock now. Still nothing so far. That middle rod again, it's just had a fish roll on it. This time it's probably about 2 rod lengths off the island, the point of the island. So I've reeled the rods in, I've redone them, and I've put that middle one sort of 2 rod lengths just off exactly where I saw it roll. So let's see if we can get a bite a bit further away from the island and margins. Let's just show you while we're waiting what I'm fishing with. So this trip, and to be fair, most of this season, I've been a bit lazy and I've just been using the Corda Basics size 4 wide gape ready-made rigs. $2.99 for a pack of 2. Can't argue at that, and to be honest, they've never let me down. So that's all it is there. Got a little anti-tangle sleeve there, bit of end soft trap, I believe it is, and we're going with a 14mm cream seed wafter, which I've had every fish out of this lake this year has been caught on that cream seed wafter. 14mm for munch baits, there you go. And we've just got a little bit of freebies crushed and a few cut boilies, all matching the cream seed wafter. So fingers crossed it pays off. Probably got about 6 hours till I'm going to start packing up. Let's just try and get a fish. Welcome back. Just gone 3 o'clock now. Just redone the rods for the final time. Going to give it to about 6 and then pack up. Seen a couple of shows, not too far from my spots. I've decided to move my left rod down into this bay just down here, and just popped it right by the margin there. Little different spot. Middle rod again, I was going to redo that, but again, just on that point there, the fish is shown just before I've redone the rods, so I've decided not to touch that one. Right hand rod though is completely different. I've been trickling some bait in the right hand margin all day, little and often, every couple of hours, because it was the margin last time that got me that £35 at about 5 o'clock. So I've been doing the same again, just down in this margin here, my right hand rod. So we'll see how we get on for them last few hours. The sun is settling lovely, but still lovely and warm, and hopefully we can snag one just like last time right before pack up. Keep watching, I'll see you in a bit. unfortunately guys, that is it. As you can see behind me, it is pitch black, and unfortunately we have blanked on this session. But you know, that's how it goes in fishing sometimes. Just got to keep at it, get back out, and hopefully next time we'll get a fish. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Just remember to like and subscribe to these videos, and anything you want to see in the future, just pop it in the comments. Thanks for watching.